Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Deepshiksha. And yeah, so we are continuing our English grammar series, parts of speech, as we have covered earlier the introduction video of parts of speech, and then we have covered nouns. So today is the next topic, which is pronoun. So we will see definitions, its types, and various examples in details. So what do you mean by pronoun? Pronoun are words that are used in place of nouns, right? And if you know understand Hindi, then in Hindi we call pronoun as सर्वनाम. इसको हिंदी में सर्वनाम कहा जाता है. So what are types of pronouns? We'll see. So there are different types of pronouns. First is personal, second is possessive pronoun, the third is reflexive pronoun, the fourth is emphatic pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, distributive pronoun, and indefinite pronoun. We will see definitions and examples accordingly. So let's start with the first type of pronoun, which is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used in place of the names of people and things. That is personal pronoun. जहाँ पे people और things के बदले जो जो शब्द यूज होता है, वैसे pronouns को हम personal pronouns कहते हैं. जैसे कि for example we will see they liked her very much. You see, they, and here it is her. So they is representing some people, right? And it's used in place of that, and it is used as a subject here. And again, liked her very much, her can be anyone, right? It's used in place of any people, right? Any person. That's why these both has replaced a person. That's why these both are example of personal pronouns. And in personal pronouns there are two types of pronouns, which is subject pronoun and object pronoun. Because they is used as a subject here, so this is subject pronoun, and her is used as an object here, so it's an object pronoun. We can see another examples also, like let's say for example, he went to my house. You see, he is a personal pronoun, and my house, my is a personal pronoun, but he is a subject here, so it will be example of subject pronoun, and my is example of object pronoun. So further, this pronouns, personal pronouns have three types. Means the subject and object pronouns is divided into three types, based on the uses in sentence. Like sometimes it will be referred as first person. So first person is what? The first person are I and we, and second person is you, and third persons are he, she, it, and they. These are generally used, means these are mainly used as a subjects. That's why these are subject personal pronouns. And object of I is me, object of we is us, and the object of you and subject of you both are same. For he, the object is him. For she, object is her. For it's it itself, and for they, it is them. Right? So based on the use case in the sentence, so both are personal pronouns, but when you are using the first person as an object, it will be me or us, and if subject, it will be I and we. Similarly, it will go for other persons, right? I hope the personal pronouns are clear. We will move to the next type of pronoun. The next type of pronoun is possessive pronoun. So what are possessive pronouns? Possessive pronouns shows ownerships or possession, right? It is showing some belongings. It belongs to someone, right? It is showing some belongings. Right? We will see the example. This book is mine. You see mine here? The hat is yours. So both of these are examples of possessive pronouns. This is showing a belonging, right? What is the next type? The next type is reflexive pronoun. So reflexive pronoun is used to refer back to the subject of the sentence. I mean, when you see the example, it will be clearer. You see, I liked myself in the mirror. I looked myself in the mirror. You see, myself is again referring to I. Is referring back to the subject. That's why myself is here reflexive pronoun. Boys solved the problems themselves. Here, themselves. Themselves is referring back to boys, which is the subject here, and that's why themselves are examples of reflexive pronoun. Right? We will see the next type. The next type is emphatic pronoun. Emphatic means you are putting some emphasis, you are emphasizing the action of the subject. Here you will see, I myself agreed to play. You're emphasizing on I, right? And she herself admitted the mistake. You are emphasizing on she, because you are emphasizing on the subject for what action to play here, and herself on she, emphasizing the action of admitting the mistake. That's where this both of the myself and herself here are example of emphatic pronouns. What is the next type? So next type is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun, that means it is used to ask questions. And there are 5 interrogative pronouns: who, what, which, whom, and whose. These 5 are example of interrogative pronouns. For example, when you see the whole sentence, who went to market, you see the who is used to ask a question here. Similarly, what is your name, right? So this is an example. What is another example of interrogative pronoun? Similarly, which, whom, and whose are examples of interrogative pronouns. We will see the next type, which is relative pronouns. Relative pronoun is used to refer to nouns mentioned earlier in the sentence. You see, it is used to refer to the nouns which is mentioned earlier in the sentence, and it will show some relation to that noun. Okay, so what are those relative pronouns? Who, whom, whose, that, and which are relative pronouns. When you see a whole sentence, see this: the car which they bought is expensive. The car which they bought is expensive. Which car is expensive? The car which they bought, right? So it is expensive. So expensive is the car which they bought, right? So which is putting a relation between the noun which is car and which is mentioned earlier, right? So that's why which is example of relative pronoun. The next type is demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronoun is used to refer specific people and things. Specific, okay, not in general. Let's see. So this, that, and those are examples of demonstrative pronoun. That is the lake where we can go. You see, it is specifying. It is not a general lake. That is the lake. It is specifying a lake as and demonstrating that lake with the word that. That's why that is an example of demonstrative pronoun. The next type is distributive pronouns. So distributive pronoun is used to talk about people and things as individual members of a pair or of a group. It is always singular and is therefore followed by a singular verb. Each, every, either, neither. These are all examples of distributive pronoun. And a distributive pronoun always treated as a singular verb, and therefore it is singular person. That's why it is always followed by a singular verb. Each student passes the exam. Each student that is passes the exam, because each is a singular. That's why we use passes here. We don't use pass. It is treated as singular verb, right? So here we used v5, not v1. The next example is indefinite pronouns. So what are indefinite pronouns? It is used to refer people and things in general, not specific, right? So example will be anyone, anything, something, no one. Like these are examples of indefinite pronouns. It has not a it's not referring to some specific people. Anyone means can be anyone, right? Anything means can be anything. If you see example, anything, sorry, anything can happen today. See, this is example of indefinite pronoun. Similarly, we can see another examples. These words are none other than the example of indefinite pronouns. And that's all for today. Pronoun chapter is completed. I hope it's clear to you. If you have any queries or questions, you can post it in comments. And if you have any suggestions, you can also post. I will see and I will apply those. And I will continue the next topic as the part of the English grammar series, parts of a speech. But for today, it's done. Thank you for watching my video. Thanks from my channel, Deepshiksha. Continue watching it. Bye bye. See you later.